Hey guys, in a forgotten corner of history lies a story that has never been explained. A tale wrapped in shadows, whispered only by those daring enough to remember. Tonight, I invite you to step into that mystery. But be warned, once you hear it, you may never see the world the same way again. It began on a silent night. The village rested under a silver moon. Yet, one house refused to sleep. Strange lights flickered in its windows. No candles burned, no torches lit, and still the glow pulsed unnatural, uninvited. Some whispered it was a sign from the heavens. Others swore it was a curse, a warning that no one dared to ignore. The streets were empty, yet footsteps echoed on the stones, slow, heavy, coming closer. Though no one was there, old wooden doors creaked open on their own. Hinges groaned, as though pushed by invisible hands. And then the church bell, silent for decades. It rang 3 times at midnight. No priest, no soul inside. Who or what had awakened it? The villagers asked the question, but no one dared to seek the answer. Children spoke of a shadow at the forest's edge. It never moved, never blinked, but always watched. Farmers claimed their tools shifted overnight. Shovels leaning in new places, plows dragged into the fields, as if unseen hands had been working while they slept. And at every dawn, a single black feather was found, placed carefully on the doorstep of the oldest house in the village. A silent message, a warning, or perhaps a promise. Then one night everything ended. The house fell quiet. The streets were empty. By sunrise, the villagers were gone. No screams, no struggle. Only silence remained. Some believed the earth swallowed them whole. Others whispered of a darker fate, that they had been taken by something not of this world. No graves, no bodies. No trace at all. Centuries passed, but the land never forgot. Travelers claimed to hear the bell still ringing 3 times, always at midnight. Wanderers swore they saw figures moving inside the ruined house, shapes in the windows, whispers in the air. Yet when they drew near, the house stood empty. Only the cold remained. The land itself seemed cursed. Animals refused to graze nearby, and every path that led to the village grew overgrown, as though nature was trying to erase its existence. And so, the mystery remains unsolved. No history book explains it. No tale ever ends it. What do you believe happened here? A curse? A haunting? Or something far stranger? Stay with us, because the story is only just beginning, and many more secrets still wait in the shadows. A village that vanished overnight, a tale that chills the bone and haunts the mind. As we delve deeper into this unsolved mystery, we must ask ourselves, what forces could be powerful enough to erase an entire community without a trace? Let us return to that fateful night when the air grew thick with an unseen menace. Witnesses from neighboring towns spoke of an eerie stillness that descended upon the valley. No birds sang. No wind rustled the leaves. It was as if the world itself held its breath, waiting for something terrible to unfold. In the days leading up to the disappearance, strange occurrences multiplied. Livestock vanished from locked barns. Wells ran dry overnight, only to overflow with murky water by morning. And always, there was the feeling of being watched unseen eyes following every move, every whispered conversation. The village elder, a woman known for her wisdom and second sight, had warned of a coming darkness, but her cryptic messages went unheeded. "The veil grows thin," she would mutter, her eyes clouded with visions only she could see. "They are coming. They hunger for what we have forgotten." On the night before the vanishing, a group of children playing near the old stone circle reported seeing a shimmering in the air. Like heat rising from sun-baked rocks, they said, but colder. So cold it made their teeth ache and their bones shiver. And within that shimmer, they swore they saw faces ancient, hungry faces that were not quite human. As the sun set on that final day, an unnatural fog rolled in from the forest. It crept through the streets, seeping under doors and through cracks in shuttered windows. Those who touched it spoke of visions, glimpses of other worlds, of vast cities built of impossible geometries and creatures that defied description. And then, silence. The fog lifted with the dawn, revealing a village frozen in time. Meals left half-eaten on tables. Beds still warm, as if their occupants had just risen. But of the people themselves, there was no sign. No footprints led away from the houses. No possessions were missing. It was as if the entire population had simply ceased to exist. In the years that followed, theories abounded. Some spoke of mass hallucination, of a shared madness that drove the villagers to wander into the wilderness. Others whispered of secret government experiments, of portals to other dimensions accidentally opened and hastily sealed. But those who knew the old stories, who remembered the legends passed down through generations, spoke of something else entirely. They talked of the old ones, beings that existed before time itself. Creatures that slumbered beneath the earth, awakening only when the stars aligned just so. These elders warned that the village had been built on sacred ground, atop an ancient seal meant to keep such horrors at bay. But as the modern world encroached and old beliefs faded, the seal weakened. And on that moonless night, when the veil between worlds was at its thinnest, something broke through. Did the villagers willingly step into another realm, lured by promises of knowledge and power beyond mortal understanding? Or were they taken, screaming and fighting, to feed the hunger of beings beyond our comprehension? The truth may never be known, but even now, centuries later, those who venture too close to the abandoned village report strange phenomena. Watches stop, compasses spin wildly. And in the deepest part of night, when the world grows still, some claim to hear distant voices carried on the wind pleading, weeping, begging to be remembered. As our tale draws to a close, we are left with more questions than answers. What really happened to the village that vanished overnight? Was it a natural disaster so swift and terrible that it left no trace? A supernatural event that defies explanation? Or something even more sinister, a glimpse into a reality we were never meant to see? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between, in the shadowy realm where myth and history intertwine. One thing is certain, the story of the vanished village serves as a chilling reminder that there are still corners of our world shrouded in mystery. Places where the impossible becomes possible, and where the line between reality and nightmare blurs. So the next time you find yourself in a quiet forest or walking through an abandoned town, listen closely. For in the whisper of the wind, in the creaking of old timber, you might just hear the echoes of those who vanished long ago. And remember, some mysteries are better left unsolved. Stay vigilant, dear listeners. For in a world where entire villages can disappear without a trace, who knows what other secrets lurk in the shadows. Until next time, sleep well. If you can,